alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Dominic Lawton can be wild. Welcome to the bad movie cult. Yeah.
We like to span the genres here at the Bad Movie Cult.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, we had a request this week for a children's film, so we thought that we would do it. And the result is this film, Cool Cat Saves the Kids.
Yeah.
It was directed, written by, and starring Derek Savage.
And produced by, and edited by, and everything else by Derek Savage.
This tells the tale of a real cool cat who guides us through all of life's little problems that you'll encounter.
He's a real cat, by the way. He's not actually a real cat. No, he's a man in a cat suit.
Yes,
dressed as a cat, not in a cat suit.
No.
Obviously, no. I'm not sure that would be any worse. Who the hell is Derek Savage?
The only thing I know about Derek Savage is he had he's been sort of an extra in like some films occasionally, but as far as
at some point in the film that like they actually say Hollywood's own Derek Savage.
Yeah, but I'm guessing.
So I expected him to be someone.
Yeah, I'm guessing it just means he lives there.
Oh.
Yeah. I believe like he's drawn from his own experiences and was bullied as a child, and Cool Cat was his imaginary friend. That was according to IMDb, although that might be a little bit of a joke one put in there. But if it isn't, sorry, Derek, for treating it as a joke.
How savage!
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
The movie consists of three. Because when I was watching it, I thought to myself, this has got to be just shorts all put together with a bit of a wraparound that they've directed themselves. But it's three shorts. It consists of Cool Cat Stops Bullying, Cool Cat in the Hollywood Christmas Parade, and Cool Cat Finds a Gun.
Yeah. I'm not sure I'd watch either of them. Actually, maybe that last one. Yeah, maybe the last one I would. Unfortunately, I've watched them all now.
Yes.
Yeah, because of this.
It's not a short film either.
No.
What is it, 90 minutes?
It's painfully long.
Just under 90 minutes long?
It's probably not, actually, no. It's probably just over an hour.
Oh, really? God, it felt like it.
Yeah, it feels like a week.
So we start as we mean to go on. We've got the credits and they last forever. It's Cool Cat dancing as the font like comes on screen, and it's a green screen background of theatre curtains.
The theme to it, I actually put it was like a 70s Italian giallo film. It's like somebody is about to be killed.
Yeah. And
sadly not.
No.
That doesn't happen.
We get the first glimpse of the standard of acting that we're going to see.
Cool Cat gets a producer credit.
Does he?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, this is one of the producers is apparently Cool Cat himself.
Nice.
And I'm pretty sure he's not a real person. He's not real.
I don't know. He's listed in the cast right above Eric Estrada.
Yeah, we'll come back to that.
Imagine you're Eric Estrada and you get billed below Cool Cat.
Somebody called Cool Cat.
We get a news bulletin, and the bully basically bullies are this is in all the papers that bullies are attacking again. There's a girl screaming for help from a green screen background. A bully's diner. She's standing outside. I don't know what she expected.
I was going to say you wouldn't go there, would you?
No, exactly.
If you want to avoid bullies, the last place you'd go is the bully's diner.
Yes. But there she is. It's nice that the bullies can get a hot breakfast if they so require it.
They've got to eat as well.
That's
They've
true.
Keep up their strength.
Yeah.
Strength is their strength.
Yeah. Well, unless you're some bullies, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, yes.
There's a very small girl that shouts, "We need Cool Cat."
Yeah. I had to rewind that to find out what exactly she shouted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was that.
Instead of the New York Times or the NY Times, we have the MY Times saying Cool Cat is a hero. The News Daily says Cool Cat saves the children. Catnip News says kids loves Cool Cat.
Yeah. I'm not sure catnip news is real.
You reckon?
I'm not 100% sure.
No.
We're not in America.
It seems legit. And then Lifetime says Cool Cat stops bullying. And next thing you know, we're driving down.
It's weird that they all say that. Yet the previous scene would suggest that bullying is rife. So Cool Cat's done nothing whatsoever yet.
Oh, you know what the news is like? They glorify something and then...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not getting into that.
Sells papers, whatever headline sells papers. We get a nice shadow of a wall of the cameraman as we enter the home.
Yeah, we're going to get a POV, don't we? All the way through the house in the Los Angeles suburbs.
Yeah, and we meet Cool Cat, and it's, as Ken says, just a man in a massive orange catsuit wearing shorts and a t-shirt. And he already is annoying.
He's drawing a sign. Apparently he's running for school president.
What kind of school where a grown man in an orange catsuit has the shot at being class president?
Well, I mean, are there other cats at the school?
Not cool cats.
Well, no, just ordinary cats.
Yeah. The phone rings, and his voice is already, as I say, just so
It's a
goddamn-
great way to answer the phone, though.
Yeah.
This is what I would say when I answer the phone.
Yeah, he says, "Hey, it's Cool Cat. Who are you, and what's your name?"
Yeah, which is the same question.
Yeah. She just says, "You are so funny. It's me, Maria." And this kicks off the fact that anytime Cool Cat says anything, no matter how idiotic, everyone tells him how great he is. The whole film is spent just pandering to this psychopath.
Yeah.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
I have no idea what Maria says when she eventually turns up.
She skips.
Yeah, she
She
does.
skips all the way there.
Yeah, because
There's a lot of skipping.
do.
There's a lot of skipping in this film. Where the kids skip. Cool Cat himself, he skips. The bullies don't skip.
Bullies just are overweight and asthmatic by the looks of it, and never run a day in their lives. But anyway, she turns up at we get the first showing of Daddy Derek, which is Derek Savage himself.
Yeah, it's weird because he's got like a cat outfit on. When the doorbell rings and it's Maria after skipping, a voice says, "I'll get it," which I assumed was Cool Cat.
Yeah.
Because you don't know if he's speaking or not, if he's the only one on the screen. Turns out, no, that is Daddy Derek himself.
It is, yeah. And he opens the door. He says, "Oh, hi, Maria. Cool Cat's just in the kitchen," or whatever the hell he says. And then from now until we get back outside, I have no idea what Maria says.
I think she says something about an office. An office that she's
And
built. But even though she's just got there, but she's built an office. And when they go outside, it's not a fucking office. It's just outside.
It's a blanket on the
It's,
on the
yeah,
on the grass.
all that seems to be there is a blanket. And she didn't put that there.
But in
Because
truth,
she just arrived.
yeah,
So who put the fucking blanket down?
it'd be savage, isn't it?
Why didn't he say that?
Because he's a bloody dreamweaver, isn't he? He wants to make it out like Maria is, turning up before she's invited to put the blanket down like a German tourist. Cool Cat says, "Wow, this is the coolest office I've ever seen."
Yeah, which you can't see because there is no office.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Yeah. That's how he talks to the whole film.
Yeah, don't do that voice all the way through.
Why not?
Guess I'm still getting flashbacks to it.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Yeah, once they sit down, there's a little peeper staring at them from across the street.
Yeah.
Who is that, Ken?
Yeah, that's Butch. Butch the Bully.
Yeah, he looks like a Butch, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's his name apparently as well, Butch the Bully. So you know he's bad news.
Is this a realistic bullying situation?
Not really. I mean, we discussed the bullies of the Babysitter film as well on a previous podcast, where they would, potentially be the victims rather than the bullies themselves.
Butch has that written all over him.
On this occasion, he's the bully, and he accentuates that by laughing out loud 3 times at every opportunity before and after he speaks.
Yeah, if you weren't aware he was evil, you will after you hear him speak for the first time. Yeah, and Maria says, "I've got a text and I don't know who it's from." And Cool Cat says, "Well, you should open it because maybe you've won a contest." And then they just start saying like, "Oh yes, maybe I've won lots of money." And Cool Cat says, "Yes, we can go on a trip together."
Yeah, it could be good news.
Yeah.
Open that text.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad advice.
No.
Bad advice there from a man in a suit.
Yeah. No, it's a text telling her that she has rat hair.
You're ugly and your hair looks like rat hair. It's almost the total opposite of what they thought it might be. She hasn't won a competition.
No,
She's got rat hair.
Unless the competition is Miss Rat Hair of the Month.
Which it isn't.
No.
Because she's a school kid.
Yeah.
So she wouldn't be entering that sort of competition.
Absolutely. And the bully says, haha, Maria looks sad. I love being a bully. Says it again.
Yeah.
That's how much he loves it.
He really is a bully.
And you know what? Fair play, because, if that's his passion, then why not? Follow it.
She gets another text. And she says, should I open it? And Cool Cat, to his credit, who already gave her the terrible advice of opening the original text.
A text you don't know who it's from.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind, Cool Cat is the sort of hero of this, and the person that, if you're watching this and you've rented it for your child to watch, so that this is the character that they should be taking advice from.
She gets another text saying, it's from the same person. Should I open it? He says, sure. Maybe they feel bad and want to apologise.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's been almost a minute.
Yeah.
And they probably feel a bit bad about it by now.
Yeah, continuing the constant adulation Cool Cat gets. Once he says sure and she says you're right, you always see the best in everything. I love you for that.
Yeah.
He says, thanks, Maria, and I love you too. And I'm Cool Cat, as we know, and I love all kids.
Yeah, and he says it like that.
Yeah.
And he's got a T-shirt on that says he's Cool Cat as well.
Yeah.
Like all of his clothes have his own name on it and
Yeah.
a photograph of himself. Although we are sat here in our Bad Movie Cult T-shirts.
Available nowhere.
yeah, it's just us at Scotland. But
they do look fucking great, though. So if you do get a chance to buy one, please do.
in his bedroom, he's got like posters of himself.
Yes.
Just up in his room. And
Everywhere you look, there's a fucking poster. Even Maria's got one in her room later on. Got a poster of her and Cool Cat just up on her.
She's actually got a poster over a some sort of like positive message. It's on the wall.
Yeah.
Like love, live, love, laugh.
Yeah.
Love yourself like you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Something, I don't know.
Laugh like you've never lived or whatever the hell it says.
I'm no good at positive messages.
Yeah.
Laugh like you'll die tomorrow.
Yeah, live like you'll die today.
Live like you died yesterday.
Yeah, that's Weekend at Bernie's tagline, isn't it?
Something like that.
I believe that's it, yeah.
I'm working on merch. We're going to get that out there.
Oh no, this text says, I'm fat and ugly.
Oh, no.
So it isn't an apology.
He's not saying sorry. She asks Cool Cat, am I fat and ugly? He of course says, no, you're very, very pretty.
Oh, ugly.
Yeah, throws in two verys.
Yeah.
Which she just said, you're pretty.
Bear in mind, this is a grown man in a catsuit.
Yeah, but no, he gives us two verys. The heavily accentuated very on the second time.
And he pauses for 3 minutes after he says the second very.
And then just stares at her.
Yeah, with those dead eyes of his.
Just like, and just moves his head to one side like Michael Myers. But he punked her.
Yeah.
And now he's going to punk Cool Cat.
Yeah, he rings Cool Cat.
Yeah, which is odd because I don't even know how he's got their numbers.
I know, yeah, he's giving Butch the Bully their number. I wouldn't.
Well, that's Butch the Bully.
You probably would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would, yeah.
Yeah, I knew you would.
Yeah.
He rings him up and he says, who's this? Identify yourself.
Yeah, he says, you smell like a dog. And he says, dogs are my friends. Identify yourself.
Yeah. Why do they call you Cool Cat? They should call you Dumb Cat. You might look like a cat, but you smell like a dog or stink like a dog.
Yeah, that's not very nice, is it?
No. He gives us some great advice, though, Cool Cat. He says, you're only cool if you have friends, pretty much, to sum it all up what he says.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing through the whole of this, is like...
Yeah, having friends is cool, and if you're a bully, you don't have friends, so that's not cool.
Yeah, I mean, any kid who's sort of alienated, it finds it hard to make friends and sticks this on because, they are dealing with bullies. They're just going to find out that, well, you've got no friends, so you are not cool.
You're not cool, and you probably stink like a dog. Identify yourself.
Identify yourself. You Robocop.
She's something I've often shouted down the phone.
I like how Butch the Bully just talks to himself a lot and just tells us all about every single plan he's going to be doing. And he's like, oh, look, here's a box over it. He's like, just go to the box. You don't need to... The box. You don't need to tell us every single time you go to the same box. He gets some spray paint out.
Yeah, they see him, by the way.
Yeah, he's all just across the street from them.
Yeah, they do spot him. Say, look, it's Butch the Bully.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't know who it was until they saw him and think, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
He starts spray painting the signs for Cool Cat for President and somehow gets spray paint right in his own eye.
Yeah, which is irrelevant to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they say, well, maybe that'll teach him a lesson.
Yeah, it's like, it's like just dessert, isn't it?
Yeah, they quote their daddies.
Yeah.
He says, payback comes around, goes around.
Yeah, and Cool Cat says, my daddy says, payback's a bitch.
Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, and then Derek comes out with a flamethrower and burns Butch to death.
Yeah.
By blowing up the car he's near.
I wish.
Yeah, that would have been
good.
No, it doesn't happen. Nothing happens, in fact.
No, he just runs off.
Yeah, Butch actually says, "Dagnammit," and goes to get more paint.
Butch is an old prospector. I don't know if we mentioned it.
Yeah,
think Yosemite Sam from Looney Tunes.
Yeah, and then does a little dance.
Yeah. He sees another kid. There's two kids. He says, hey, Jamie and you boneheads, meaning that there probably should have been more than two of them.
I thought he said bonehead singular, as though that was the name of the other kid.
Yeah, well, exactly. I called him bonehead for the rest of my notes.
That's fantastic. And me too.
Yes. He says, get over here. So they both come over, and he somehow convinces them to do some graffiti with him.
They talk like hippies at some point,
they do.
Don't they? It's just like, yeah, lay it out. Lay it out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though it's 2015 and they're kids.
Yeah, they're small children.
But not sure why.
I mean, if you watch this film and sort of view it through the fact that Derek Savage was sitting at his desk writing this, makes it even more hilarious. That he's like, this is probably how kids speak nowadays. They say man and groovy and boogie-woogie.
Oh, man, don't we just boogie-woogie?
And we see Madison comes over. And she's upset. It's another little friend. Cool Cat says, what's up, Madison? Did you lose a new toy? She says, it's worse than that. Kids are graffitiing our sandboxes, and it's not pretty anymore.
Does he say that's woeful at this point? Or does he say that's awful? I wrote down that's woeful and thought...
He does come out with some weird little phrases.
I thought this whole thing's woeful.
She says they even took our toy shovels. So we can't build sandcastles.
Yeah. Yeah, so he says, now it's escalated to stealing. Stealing is so wrong.
If I was in this scene, I'd just be nodding constantly.
Well, he says, never take anything that doesn't belong to you. And someone says, ain't that the truth? And then they do all nod.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, what? It's kids. This is kids. This is a kids' conversation.
Yeah.
This is really happening with children.
I like how he delivers the next line, Cool Cat. He says, he's about to graffiti over our neighbour's wall, and it's not cool to paint someone else's wall.
Yeah, I've written that. He forgot his lines.
Yeah. They'll leave it in.
Thing is, we wouldn't even know that.
No.
Because he's got a massive cat head on. So they could have edited that and make it more smooth because we don't know what he's saying.
There's no second takes in Cool Cat world.
There isn't, because it happens again later on.
Yeah. And then he runs off and, oh, God, the two kids are sitting there and Madison says, Cool Cat's so brave. And Maria says, yeah, he's a real crime fighter. Oh, God.
Yeah, that'll stop him.
Just the thought of Derek Savage writing this dialogue for these two young girls to say about a grown man in a cat suit.
To be honest, looking at him, I bet he was just nodding and smiling. It's all he does in the whole thing,
well,
Derek Savage. He just nods and smiles and just goes, oh yeah, awesome, that's great.
I'm picturing him writing this and doing the same actions he's doing when he's writing the song, where he's just there, like his head's just like, he's like
yeah,
fucking,
he's got an uncontrollable head.
He's like The Exorcist. His head's just rolling from side to side. Cool Cat runs over anyway, and Butch leaves Jamie and Bonehead to get caught.
He actually shouts, stop. in the name of anti-graffiti.
That's cool. And then that's Cool Cat's. I love this. As Cool Cat's telling him off, if you look over his shoulder, there's a neighbour who's obviously not part of the filming, doesn't know what's going on, walks out, looks to be putting something in his garbage can, sees there's a grown man in an orange catsuit chatting to two kids, and then slowly backs away back behind his garage.
I'm almost certain that's where he's come from. I think it's Derek Savage who's forgotten that he's making a film. Honestly, that's where he's run from.
I don't know.
The kids are on that lawn.
I think they're on the lawn at one over, I think.
No, I think it's that house. It's their own house. They've got kids outside their house, and I think they've come out thinking it must have been finished.
You know who it might be? It might be Maria's dad.
Real dad.
Yeah, who's come out and thought, oh yeah, this is happening. And
yeah, just thinking, what the fuck is Maria up to out there? Oh shit, she's still messing about with this idiot.
He gets to the end of his garage, looks over, and then just very slowly.
It's like when Homer walks backwards through the hedge.
It's exactly like that. He just walks slowly backwards back into his house. It's so funny. And Cool Cat asks them, why did you paint the wall? And then Bonehead says, because nobody loves us.
Yeah.
But Cool Cat loves them, Ken. Cool Cat loves all kids.
No, I love you. I'm Cool Cat, and I love all kids, is what he shouts in his face.
Cool Cat says, listen here, you little shits. Says, true integrity means do the right thing when no one else is looking. And then Jamie says, yeah, let's have some integrity and clean up the sandboxes that we tagged. To which Bonehead says, I'm down with that, man.
Yeah, because he's from the 70s.
Yeah.
Bonehead.
Must be Tommy Chong's kid or something.
Groovy. Yeah. And he says, that's a saying you can take to the streets.
He does. He gets irate at this point, Cool Cat.
Yeah, which is a bit weird.
He says
it's not really even a saying.
Yeah,
he does. He says a lot of things that aren't really sayings. This is like one saying is with friends like that, you better not have any enemies.
With friends like that, imagine how you treat your enemies. Worse, I expect.
Yes, I agree with that.
He also says, you have the kids' power. You can be anything you want to be. You just got to work hard and make it happen.
Actually, that's the saying you can take to the streets.
That's the saying you can take to the streets.
Whereas I was taking it to the bank. Blood bank.
I'll take you to the bank. Can be wild. How pumped were you after he said that and faced the camera and said it to us? Because he turns to the camera, doesn't he, and says, you can take that to the streets.
I actually pressed pause and jumped up with a fist pump to the air and went, yes! Yeah. And I was there for about 3 minutes.
Nice.
In freeze frame.
I did something similar. I paused the film, went outside and punched the nearest fat kid in the face because he was obviously a bully.
But they called the bully. He's like whatever his name was, and then the bully.
Well, I screamed it at him and he looked, so it must have been his name.
Well, that's what happens.
They go back to the office, the tower on the lawn. They sit down, and Cool Cat, it looks like he's having a wank.
He does that a couple of times, actually.
He does,
yeah.
What's all that about?
I think it's to convince us he's a cat.
You ever seen
I'm guessing.
A cat having a wank?
I've never seen a cat. Of course I haven't seen a cat have a wank. What do you think I do in my spare time? Just look for animals wanking.
.com.
I've got other stuff to do.
Daddy Derek comes out now and he tells him lunch is ready. He says Momma Cat made something tasty for you guys. So this is the point I was like, what the hell do you mean Momma Cat?
Yeah, I was a bit confused by this until...
I've put Jesus Christ, Derek is married to a fucking cat.
And Maria says Mr. and Mrs. Cat.
Yes.
So, either, right, he was already called Derek Cat, or he took her name.
Yeah. I was like, what? So his name's Derek Cat? Exactly the same note I've made.
Yeah, so not sure which one it is.
Yeah, she answers the phone, and she answers with Cat Resident, so he's got to be Derek Cat.
So he was already called Cat.
Daddy Derek Cat.
Which obviously would it'd make a connection as why he was married to one.
Good fortune.
He was attracted to cats.
Yeah.
But that's weird as well, because all the way through this, he is attracted to her, and says things that are unnecessarily sexual to her.
Yeah, well,
even though this is, I don't know if it was a real woman in a suit or whether it was just another man.
maybe it's just Cool Cat, just with some red lips attached to the costume. I mean,
to be fair, she's quite sexy.
Yes, very true. Yeah.
Recently, the film Cats came out, the musical.
Yeah.
And I thought that's confusing because they're like sexy cats. Yeah, you're not supposed to find cats sexy.
Yeah,
that's not how the world's supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, this podcast came out when Cats released, I think, when we first started the podcast, and we got so many people asking for that, but luckily we weren't taking requests at that time.
My son has seen Cats, and he says it's actually quite good.
What?
Yeah, I know. I told him he's wrong.
He's the only person in the world that thinks that.
I've never even seen it, but I've told him he was wrong anyway. But yeah, sexy cats. Not since Shatira from the original Thundercats has it been acceptable to find a cat sexy.
Yeah.
But she is sexy, actually, if you watch that again. Not the remake of it all, not the reboot.
But the Dolph Lundgren one. Is she in that?
What?
Oh, no, that's He-Man,
I mean the cartoon.
Yeah, Thundercats, sorry, yeah. Yeah.
Dolph Lundgren in the Thundercats?
No, I was thinking of He-Man. He did Masters of the Universe, didn't he?
Who played Thundercats?
Sorry?
In the film, Thundercats.
There's a film?
No, but who would play them?
Oh, good question. I would say...
I'm putting Vin Diesel as Panthro.
That's a good one, yeah. Scott Adkins, Lion-O.
But he'd have to have big ginger hair. Have to have a big ginger wig.
He'd also have to be a fucking cat, but I'm sure there'd be prosthetics for him.
No, I'm not having that. I want him to
Vin
look
Diesel
like
isn't fucking blue either, but I'm sure we could put
He could be.
What if he's dead? Yeah. So dead Vin Diesel.
It's the only way we're signing him up.
That's your casting, is it? Dead Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
We can't cast Scott Adkins because he's not got the right hair colour.
Who's Rupert Grint?
Ron Weasley.
He's ginger, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. He'd be a good Thundercat, wouldn't he?
He's buffed up now.
What?
Is he? Buff? Is that no buff?
Buff Bagwell.
Yeah.
From the wrestling. Who would you have to play the girl in Thundercats? I can't remember.
Shatira?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. The fit one.
Who would you have to play her? Shatira.
Yeah, okay, she can play her.
Yeah.
Yep. I'd watch that.
I think they are actually doing a Thundercats film.
Who's playing anyone then? Why are we guessing?
No, I do know who's playing Lion-O at least.
Yeah, Scott Adkins.
No.
Ron Weasley.
No.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
No.
Patrick Stewart.
No.
Clint Eastwood. Morgan Freeman.
No.
I'm running out of people. I don't know anyone else.
Will Smith.
That was stupid.
And then you've got Terry Crews as Panthro.
Actually, yeah.
That's not bad, is it?
Yeah, I'd have that.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sorry, Vin Diesel.
You're out. You're already playing a tree in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Could play, no. Terry Crews playing Momma. The Ever Living.
No, that's good.
Yeah, the proper Momma, not the shitty old idiot.
Yeah, that's Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, that could be him.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
This is star-studded.
This is brilliant, isn't it?
This is way beyond budget.
Yeah, yeah. This is way different to my my film pitch later. You wait until you hear that. There's none of that going on.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
So basically, they get a phone call. Anyway, going back to the film.
Hang on a minute. We just discussed that. So Derek was already called Derek Cat.
Yeah.
So is he Cool Cat's real dad?
Yeah.
So Mama Cat gave birth to a cat.
Yeah.
That looks exactly the same as her.
Yeah.
With no input from Derek whatsoever in appearance.
I think he's got Derek's bald patch on the top there.
And his shit personality.
Yeah, he's got his insanely optimistic personality. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's groovy. Okay, then. I'll accept that. Yeah, whatever then.
Yeah, they get a call, and basically it's Derek.
It's a very short call.
It is very short.
Yeah, she can almost not pick the phone up with her big cat hands.
Yeah. And it's an appointment. Derek's got an appointment in Hollywood, and Derek instantly invites both Maria and Cool Cat to go with him to Hollywood.
It's very vague because she says, yes, I'll tell him. That was Sally. She's going to meet you in Hollywood for the appointment.
Yeah.
Which is a very vague message.
Yeah.
Because I've not been to Hollywood, but I'd imagine it's a big place.
Cool Cat leaves with Maria because Maria says no, she can't go. So Cool Cat's going
she gives us some bullshit excuse that her grandma's coming to visit.
Yeah.
And she won't be able to stay for tea because she needs to go home for an early dinner with grandma.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth? We've all been there, right?
Yeah, and that never gets mentioned again. I think Maria's just wanted to get out of there because she's suddenly realised that people dressed up as cats.
And Cool Cat leaves, and we get an unwelcome insight into Momma and Derek's dynamic.
Yeah.
He says, hey, come on over here, Mommy. He calls her Mommy.
Yeah, it's weird.
Hey, come on over here, Mommy, and look how clean we got everything going on right here. That's what he says.
Yeah, they do like to like help each other with chores.
He wants to be praised for the minimal amount of cleaning he's done, basically. And she says, it looks great. Thanks for your help in the kitchen. And he says, well, you know I love to help you all the time, Mommy. Get over here, give me a hug. And then does a horrible noise.
Boogity, boogity.
He's like,
oh yeah, ooh, Mama cat. No, he doesn't do that.
Meanwhile, Cool Cat's surfing the web.
Yeah, he's checking his email, which takes him like less than 10 seconds because he hasn't got any. And then suddenly one comes through whilst he's checking.
I'm surprised you haven't mentioned when he talks about surfing the web. What he then proceeds to do.
He's very happy, and he sings about a little song about himself surfing the web
and
like a hero.
Yeah, and he pretends like he's doing actions like he's surfing with his arms out, and it just.
I'm
surprised you didn't just punch yourself in the face when that happened.
I did. I watched this while I was at work. And I had to keep stopping it in case somebody came over and said, what the fuck are you watching? I'm a grown man.
You flipped over to pornography to save embarrassment.
Yeah, just so it'd be normal. I'm a grown man and I'm watching this at work. I only get half an hour. And I'm spending my time watching this shit. It took me 4 days to get through this.
Yeah.
Hated it. Every single second.
The email says, you have a fat nose and you smell like a dirty dog.
This is an email that he says, oh, I've got an email from John Doe, which I assume means he's got an email from an unidentified corpse.
Yeah, I assumed he had an email from Kevin Spacey from the film Seven.
See? It could be anybody. I mean, I think it's a dead man. You think it's Kevin Spacey. I'm not sure which worse.
Yeah,
you know,
not now, yeah.
Not at the moment. But it's still... I'm going to open it and see what they got to say. Maybe they want to be my friend.
Yeah, because...
You're a fucking idiot, Cool Cat. An absolute idiot. You're a joke. Still. Yeah, he's also got a fat nose and he smells like a dirty dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is... I don't know if that's the worst thing he could have got.
I'd
have sent him worse.
He says, what should I do?
Yeah, to nobody.
Yeah, and he ends up just stooping to the level of the bully and replying saying that he needs more friends.
Yeah, if you were nice, you'd have more friends. And friends are cool. Yeah, everything it's like he kind of like really just elongates the last word he says.
Yeah, the bully responds again, but we don't see it on the screen, so I wrote it how he said it, and he says, your bread stinks and smells of cat food. I'm pretty sure that's the quote.
Stinky bread. Yeah, it is good though because he sends that email and then when he gets a reply, he assumes he's just going to say sorry.
Again, after the Maria text.
He thinks he's probably going to say you're right.
Yeah, well, talking about his stinky bread is enough to spiral him into a deep depression. Which is exactly what the next scene did to me, to be honest.
Yeah, he says, I'm a bully and I'm going to get you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is what bullies say because they identify themselves as bullies first and then tell you their plans.
Yeah, they've also got a busy schedule, so they can't do it the same day.
No, well,
pencil you in for tomorrow.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Welcome to Dreamland, Ken.
Shit.
We've got floating head Butch turning up, just saying all the same shit from the email. And Cool Cat actually just punches him in the face in the dream sequence.
Yeah, but he's not allowed to in real life.
Yeah. So he decides to stick up for himself, and he wakes up invigorated. I like how he's like, it's like the music's playing, and he starts skipping around the house. But when he gets to the stairs, because it's a grown man in a massive cat suit, he takes the stairs very gingerly.
Or Ginger Cat.
Yes, no pun intended.
Ginger Tom. Ginger Puss.
I think that was the original name for this character.
That's my friend used to call a cat. He used to call. Yeah, if you're listening, the good doctor. He's not really a doctor. Yeah, but he used to call a cat Ginger Puss.
That's horrible.
Yeah, every time he said it, I used to just want to hit him. Yeah, but he used to.
Did he own the cat?
He also used to say it in that voice. No, I don't think he did. No. There was some crazy woman that turned up once and accused him of stealing her cat. Burst into his house. Actually, he opened the door and she burst in and shouted, "You've got my cat, Ginger Puss."
And he said, "What, a ginger puss?"
Yeah, if only Cool Cat was around at that point, he could have saved him a lot of anxiety.
Imagine she bursts in, "You've stole my cat." She walks in, there's a 7-foot cat in the living room.
Awesome!
Ginger Puss is my friend.
I love all pusses.
You got it on a t-shirt, haven't you?
I will have.
He says bye to Momma Cat, and they go into the car, which is locked when they go out.
Yeah, as you said, there's no editing.
No,
there's no retakes or anything like that. Yeah, and he actually says it. He says, "Was it locked?" Yes, because he can't get in the car.
He turns and says, "Yes, it was locked, Daddy Derek," as if he was pissed off, like the actor was pissed off that it was locked. But then Daddy Derek flips it. I think this is why he kept it in, because he was like, "Well, it's health and safety or something, isn't it?"
That's safety first.
Yeah, and then off they go to Hollywood.
Even though he unlocked it because the window is open, which means the security aspect was bullshit.
Yeah, you just get a shot of him out, like in front of the Hollywood sign saying, "Hi, I'm Cool Cat." We're like, we know your name is Cool Cat.
They give us the Hollywood stars. Who is it? They put Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
Elvis Presley.
Yeah. Carl Weathers.
Cool Cat.
Cool Cat. Yeah. In that order.
They put his own star on there, which better not really exist. It really better not.
And apparently, the takeaway from this is that someone has got in touch and they want Cool Cat in the parade. They want him in the Christmas parade.
He says, "I'm Cool Cat. I'm in Hollywood. Let's go to Cool Cat's Funhouse."
Yeah.
And they don't.
They just go home.
Yeah, and they don't.
Yeah.
There's no such thing.
And they tell the mom that Cool Cat's been offered to go to the parade, and the mom's, she's hesitant. So that's a lot of responsibility walking down a street.
Yeah, he says he's been asked to be in the parade to bring happiness to all of the kids.
Yeah.
Which he would.
And some of the adults for the right price.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, it's Daddy Derek and Cool Cat. They're deciding on, because they're in the parade. They're gonna have to write a song and get a car. Daddy Derek himself comes up with the name of the car.
Yeah.
Calls it the Cool Cat convertible.
He phones Maria and says, "Yeah, I'm going to be in the parade, but it's in a couple of days, and I have lots to do, but I don't know what to do."
Yeah.
Which he does that a little bit more in the future in this, where he says he's got lots to do, but he doesn't know what to do. He wants to have fun, but he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
You just think, you're an idiot.
You don't know how to have fun. You're a grown man.
Yeah. He says, "Ask your daddy." Okay, I will.
Yeah, because Daddy Derek knows how to have fun. You can tell from...
Yeah, and doesn't he just... He's got a new T-shirt on as well saying, "Cool Cat loves you."
We can tell Daddy Derek likes to have fun from the fact that he married a fucking cat.
Yeah, it's pretty outrageous.
Yeah.
In the scale of things.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
When he wakes up, Cool Cat, he's just going to go and do his teeth and go to the toilet, and then actually breaks the fourth wall and asks if he can have some privacy.
Yeah.
Which, thankfully, we give him.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him have a shit.
No, well, who does?
No. Well,
Daddy Derek, probably.
He's filmed it. Yeah, that's why I keep mentioning sandboxes. Yeah, and then he comes downstairs and asks Daddy Derek, speaking of him, where's Momma Cat? And he says, and this is a bit weird, for me anyway, having not seen it before, he says, Momma Cat's gone to the beauty parlour with Vivica A. Fox.
Yes, that's the full name.
And Cool Cat says, why do they need to go there? They're already so beautiful. And he says something about, ain't that the truth? And like fist bumps or something.
The actual quote is, ain't that the truth, alligator? And then, yeah, they fist bump.
Word to your mama.
I just had a little look on the internet, and apparently when Derek Savage mentions sandboxing, what that is he lies on his back with his shirt off, and Momma Cat shits on his chest. What do you think to that, Ken?
I don't know, she's got some nice lips. I'd probably let her. At least once. See what it's like. She's fit.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
So they decide to write a song together, as they do. And as I say, the Cool Cat convertible, that becomes a thing. And as they're writing on the computer, Cool Cat comes up with the lyrics, how about Cool Cat loves to rock and roll?
Yeah, and he does.
Yeah. And Derek throws his own line in of Cool Cat loves to boogie-woogie. And the way he delivers that line is almost maniacal. Like, he's so happy he's gone over the threshold into losing his mind.
But it's also true.
Yeah.
Because he does.
Derek at that point is one step away from smashing his own face into the keyboard. He's so happy that he's typing this song out. And here comes the song. If you were wondering how would that song sound, we've got you covered, because here it is right now. It's Cool Cat Loves to Rock and Roll. I feel like I'm a radio DJ there. In at number 2, it's Cool Cat Loves to Rock and Roll.
Number 2, you're joking. Straight in at the top.
Daddy Derek is on his Van Halen guitar during this, and I think that's probably the only reason that this song is in there, so he could play definitely. That. Because he takes the time to then tell Cool Cat that this is a Van Halen signed guitar from the 1980s.
Yeah, from the 80s as well.
Yeah.
Not just some old Van Halen.
Yeah.
Rehash.
Yeah. It's like, hey, check it out. And he just shows him, and Cool Cat's just like, that's really cool.
That's so awesome.
Daddy Derek. And unfortunately for us, it's the full song that they play there.
Yeah, but then he goes into a green screen room and gives us like a rap song as well. In case that wasn't bad enough, we also get a rap song.
Yeah, and that lasts longer than this song.
During that, I believe one of the lyrics, and I've written it down, I makes happiness with every girl and boy, is one of the lyrics.
Yeah, I mean, who wrote the rap? Do you reckon Derek did?
It wasn't me.
This lasts forever, and then just when you think it's over, it turns into some sort of salsa dance, and he just starts...
Yeah, some sort of rumba beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, ridiculous.
And Cool Cat's just dancing around the screen for a while. Once the song's over, the mom says, I bet the kids will boogie to that song, because they've been watching Cool Cat perform this. And as all this is happening, when it's the mom and Cool Cat talking, Daddy Derek on the side is just... His grin is from ear to ear, and he's just sort of...
He's just nodding maniacally.
Yeah, and moving around the scene. It's like, just stand still, Derek. You don't need to... He's giving a thumbs up all the time, and I don't know, he's pretending to, smash something over his head at one point. He rips his shirt off.
No.
Oh, no, he doesn't do that, does he? Sorry, no. I think he kind of wanted to do that, though.
Yeah, I did. While I was watching it, I did exactly that.
Can he drive a car, Cool Cat? How old is he supposed to be? I thought he was a kid.
I don't know.
Because the next scene, he's driving the bloody Cool Cat convertible.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, he drives it himself, doesn't he? And then we get to see the parade, which is shit. Absolutely bloody awful.
And the song as well, Cool Cat Likes to Rock and Roll, plays over it again.
Yeah. Again and again. Yep. They're the only ones in the parade at this point as well, which would suggest that they've done that staged.
Yeah.
Long time before the actual parade.
It sounds like there's booing in the audience that's tried to be drowned out, but you can still hear it when they're going past and Cool Cat's going up to the people.
That was probably just me. You could hear.
I like it. We hear from Eric Estrada and his co-anchor there. They mentioned, like, sort of breaks the wall of the fact that Cool Cat's a creation of Derek Savage. Like, he decided to put that into a kids' TV show that he created Cool Cat, which I suppose he did by having sex with Momma Cat, I suppose, if you really want.
Well, why not?
And she mentions that
she's going to sandbox here.
Yeah.
It's the very least she should expect.
She mentions that he's the author of such Cool Cat stories as Cool Cat Loves Karate.
Yeah, I'd like to see that one.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do that one. Yeah, so that goes on for goddamn forever.
Far too long.
You have to watch the whole fucking parade. And you can see Derek Savage recording it with his camera, and then you get shots of what he's been recording. And
fake cheering all the way through as well.
I mean, what kid is going to sit and watch this shit? Vivica A. Fox's barbecue party's next.
Yeah, the cookout.
And the mom's like, I just need a minute to get ready.
Yeah, I bet you will, you fine-looking kitty cat, you.
Oh, that's Derek. That's
what the
Daddy
fuck?
Derek saying that.
What the hell, man? And she's like, oh, you. He's like, that's disgusting.
Yeah, she's like, hush up and drop him off at Vivica's. And he says, okay, honey, I'll be back in a couple of minutes to pick you up. It's like, just wait for her.
This is about a couple of minutes. Well, how far away does she live?
Yeah.
Is she like 2 doors away?
Yeah.
In which case,
just
hang
wait,
on.
yeah.
Just hang on.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Ken, on a scale of 1 to 10, how pissed do you think Derek had to get Vivica A. Fox and Eric Estrada to agree to do this?
I don't think to this day they know they're in this.
No.
I seriously don't think they do.
Yeah. Vivica A. Fox, because they're sitting around drinking what look like margaritas, to be honest, around the pool.
For a very brief moment, I thought Eric Estrada was wearing his Chips uniform. But it's just a Hawaiian shirt.
It's full police officer's
just sat there
uniform.
dressed as a police officer. Yeah, it's a shame he wasn't, because I would have suggested that. And I think if he had have suggested it, Derek Savage would have said, yes, that's fine.
Please do. Yeah. Says, Eric, you ever heard of sandboxing? Vivica A. Fox asks, where is Cool Cat? To which Eric Estrada responds, there he is.
Right in front of you. You blind bastard.
I love the way he says that. You blind bastard. That was cut, yeah. Butch turns up, as he often does. And
well, Maria turns up first.
Oh, yeah.
And says, do you want to play in the sandbox?
Yeah.
Yeah, which if what you're saying is real, that's weird. Yeah, so obviously Cool Cat and Maria off to sandbox each other.
And Butch turns up and gets dissed by Eric Estrada for not seeming cool.
Yeah, he says, oh, maybe it's a friend of Cool Cat's. He says, no, because all the Cool Cat's friends are cool.
Yeah.
And he looks like a fat waster.
The thing is, Vivica A. Fox has been in like actual films.
That's what I mean. She's in Kill Bill. She's probably just going to go and slaughter him.
Yeah.
He's going
I
to
don't
chop his head off
understand
and throw it in the pool.
What the hell she's doing in this? A Cool Cat says, why do you want to be a bully? Bullies never have any friends, and it's cool to have friends. And I like it because Butch just says, shut up.
Yeah. He kicks the sandcastle down. Eric Estrada nearly shits. I actually thought he was going to. I thought he was going to do the classic spit your drink out moment, but
Eric Estrada
he'd
nearly
already swallowed it because, he's pissed.
Yeah, Eric Estrada nearly sandboxes himself.
We've all been there.
Yeah, and they turn up and they make sure they're okay because like Butch runs off when he sees that Vivica A. Fox and Eric Estrada are coming towards him, which is fair enough.
Well, you'd be wondering why they were there and then think, I better fuck off.
Yeah, and then that's when we get Vivica A. Fox telling us about when she was bullied. And her advice is to just yell at them.
It was good because she said, I learned how to react. And I did in fact imagine it was just by killing them.
Yeah.
But they said, please tell us that story.
Yeah.
As though she was going to save it for a different day. And she was teasing them all. But no, she does tell them, and it is just by shouting at them.
Very loudly, she points out. And Eric Estrada was there. He saw it, he says.
He did say that,
yeah. He's like, I was there.
Yeah.
Like, no, you weren't.
That's exactly what happened.
When we used to work together, me and Ken, we would say the most ridiculous sentences we could think of, knowing full well that each other would agree with whatever we said to each other.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
In groups of people, and we would just be like, "Oh yeah, I remember that." Yeah, I think Eric Estrada's followed suit there because
why would he be there?
Yeah.
How long has he known Vivica A. Fox? How long ago was she bullied? And why are they living together?
I know. This doesn't make any sense.
Why are they letting kids just roam randomly around their grounds? Anyway, so Maria then tells a story herself about somebody on the internet.
Yeah.
So it's like putting lies about her. And she told her parents, and she felt better. Cool Cat says it's groovy to be happy. And then they all just sort of reiterate that tell a trusted adult, and they'll give you good advice.
Yeah. It's funny that Maria's the only one that gives actual sound advice in this whole thing, of telling an adult when you're bullied.
Yeah, because Cool Cat then just shouts, I love to have fun.
Yeah. And then
he couldn't care less about the rest of that.
And then Vivica A. Fox and Eric Estrada leave, and as soon as they leave...
They just go back to their alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, Butch comes back and...
Parents, by the way, nowhere to be seen.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I can only imagine they're still sandboxing somewhere.
Yeah, she's sandboxing him, yeah. As soon as they leave, Butch comes back and asks for their lunch money. It's like...
Yeah, he's upped his bullying. Now he wants some cash. Hard cash.
I think you have to do that at school on lunch for that to be... I don't think they carry around lunch money when they're at a barbecue. It takes some balls, to be honest, to turn up to someone else's barbecue and start bullying the kids there.
Especially if they don't know who you are.
Yeah.
And you don't know who they are. Anyway, they shout, fuck off, Butch.
Yeah, they just start screaming at Butch, to be honest. They literally resort to exactly what he was doing.
Anyway, Butch says, I'm going to tell my mummy you yelled at me, and he runs away.
Yeah.
So it worked.
And they all turn to look at us, and Cool Cat says, together we can stop a bullying, and they all cheer at the camera.
Yeah, they'll go, yay! And I did it as well.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Cool Cat enters a writing contest.
Because that bit's finished now, hasn't it? Yeah. So we're on to, is this the last bit?
The last bit, yeah.
Thank fuck for that.
We enters a writing contest by finding one of Daddy Derek's entertainment magazines, is what he calls it.
Yeah, which would suggest he's porn.
It's a $100 prize, and he asks Daddy Derek for help, but he wants to enter himself because as soon as Daddy Derek finds out, he wants to enter himself.
Enter himself. Yeah, Butch actually name checks the celebrities before the end of that previous scene.
What does he say? Oh,
he says, I would have got away with it if it wasn't for Vivica A. Fox and Eric Estrada.
I mean, how many times have we said that, though?
Yeah, but I'll get him. He ain't escaped nothing yet. That's what he
and then runs off. Is that when he's like wringing his hands like a villain?
Just shaking his fist at nothing.
Yeah, so the writing contest...
I've got that. When he runs in to tell his parents, it looks like Daddy Derek's fingering Momma Cat. Not really, but it's just like they just both sat on the couch with his arm around her. It's like...
Is that the telltale sign of fingering, is it?
I don't know what is.
If that isn't, what is?
But it's just, do people just sit there like that?
What, with their arm around each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Would you walk past like an elderly couple on a park bench and the old man's got his
They don't have their arm around each other. If they're elderly, they can't lift them.
Did you turn and just say, I bet he's fingered it?
Yeah.
I bet they're fingering.
Yeah. I wouldn't turn and say it. Who would I say it to?
Just some stranger walking alongside you.
Oi, mate. You know what I think? No, I wouldn't, no. No, I'd have no reason to.
Derek gives him the advice of write about what you like, any suggestions, and Cool Cat says, I like fish.
Yeah.
And because
he's a cat.
And comes up with Trolley the Trout.
Yeah, which is shit.
I believe Charlie the Trout is actually Derek Savage's another book series that he's done.
Oh, fucking hell.
So he's name checked another series.
Really? Because that's a shit story. I hope he's written it better than Cool Cat writes it.
Probably hasn't, to be honest. There's a scene of Cool Cat writing. He does some exercises to cure his writer's block because Daddy Derek told him to. And he was like, Charlie the Trout swims upstream. Charlie the Trout lives in a dream. Or like he tries to rhyme it, and then he does his exercises.
There's no reason for that.
No.
Also, what writing competition for kids do you actually have to write a full book? Surely it's like about 200 words.
Yeah.
Just write a story.
Yeah.
Not a book.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit much, isn't it, for $100? $100.
You're going to write a whole book and then we own all of that. And
Yeah.
then we'll sell it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and he ends up coming up with this after he's done his exercises, which I think's better than rhyming. He says, Charlie the Trout swims upstream. Charlie the Trout makes lots of friends because friends are super great. Yay.
Yeah.
Obviously in the way Cool Cat speaks. And he's out there all night writing this until Daddy Derek tells him to come inside. To which Cool Cat says, in a minute, I'm just in the middle of a really cool scene. Charlie the Trout makes another friend. It's like, I am going to kill you,
Yeah.
Cool Cat.
I think he probably should have.
Yeah, he's just constantly talking about making friends. It's like, all right, we get it. Jesus Christ. He goes upstairs and draws Charlie the Trout with three colours.
He drops two of them.
He drops two of
Yeah,
them.
he drops two of them, but pretends he doesn't.
Yeah. Because he's a man in a massive cat suit.
Yeah, with big fake hands,
three
so he can't
fingers.
actually hold pens.
Yeah.
Then he shows us that picture, which in no way has he actually sat there and drawn, and then just goes to bed.
Yeah. Wakes up. He's got his favourite breakfast,
Yeah, he's refreshed the next morning.
which from the looks of it is scrambled egg,
Yeah,
toast, and some oranges, some orange segments.
Mama Cat's down there. He does some exercises. Derek says to Mama Cat, I love that necklace. Which, again, it's just, just constantly complimenting his cat wife.
Yeah.
She says, that's right, honey child,
Yeah.
to him. Which is then blown out of the water by Derek saying, I hope I get a plate of that.
Yeah.
Like that's some kind of sex talk. And she says, oh, you, hush up. It's a scrambled egg.
Scrambled egg.
It's scrambled egg and toast.
Yeah.
What's going on?
With orange segments.
There's no sex talk here.
There's no sex talk here.
What is this? Yeah, but anyway, then he says, oh, help me clean up. And she hands him a cup and says, here's another one. He says, yeah.
Preempting the sandboxing.
Yeah, he says, yeah, that's some good teamwork.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they go off to sandbox.
Yeah. And
Whilst he's outside with a boombox.
yeah, he dances outside. I like that he gets his tail caught in the bushes there. If you have when he walks outside,
Oh, really?
he gets his fake tail caught in the bushes, and
I'd lost a lot of interest by now.
we meet Mikey and Maria, and
Yeah, Mikey. Mikey's a new guy.
yeah, he
Who the
seems pretty
fuck's
cool.
Mikey?
Well, he's bouncing a little rubber ball down the street, and it's really cool because it glows in the dark and it bounces real high. This bouncy ball.
Yeah.
And he says, look, it even bounces off my foot.
Which it doesn't. Which is basically the same thing as anything you'd throw on your foot.
He throws the ball at his foot. It hits his
it'd
foot.
be the same if you just threw a stone on your own foot.
Yeah.
It would fall off.
Yeah. It basically hits his foot and just rolls into the street.
Yeah, it doesn't bounce anywhere. It just falls off his foot.
Mikey heads out in to get his bouncy ball and is nearly hit by a car, basically. And then this is a chance.
That's the point of him being in it.
And literally, it's the chance for Cool Cat to explain to us the dangers of the road and road safety, pretty much. We get a news bulletin over the radio, which just sounds it's just Derek, to be honest.
Maria's very angry at Mikey for running out in front of that car.
Yeah,
She shouts at him.
yeah,
I just think, all right, Maria, it's not your show.
yeah.
You were nearly killed. Always look both ways. And then they agree that that's the best thing that they could do is always look both ways.
Looking both ways is cool.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, and now the boombox has got the news. which says some bad guys have been taking candy from babies.
Literally taking candy from babies.
Which upsets Cool Cat because he says, I love babies.
Yeah. Which I'm surprised. I thought Cool Cat hated babies.
Yeah, that's not cool. There's also an update with there's an alert that all the kids are crying. Help, police.
Yes, because that's what happens over the radio.
Yeah. All the kids are crying. That's the last thing you want from kids. Them crying. That's the worst case scenario.
All of them as well.
All the kids are crying.
And we find out it's Butch the bully that's done it.
Yeah, the bastard. Why did they lock him up in the first place?
I know, this little
fat
kid.
shit.
Yeah. He's just got candy just falling out of his pockets.
Yeah.
And just literally 3 seconds ago, we were talking about road safety and looking both ways and stuff. Cool Cat just runs
yeah, he does. I've written that. Yeah.
Straight across the road without looking. If that scene had ended with him just getting hit by a car, that would have been the perfect end to that film.
Like Elf.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my favourite, yeah.
Yeah. He shouts at him, he's a dirty litter bug. Yeah, go get him. I'll go get him. I'll protect the kids. And then just runs straight into the road without looking.
Yeah, he drops his candy and he runs off. Yeah. Runs straight into...
Uh-oh, I better run. Ha, ha, ha. He'll trip on the candy.
Yeah.
Shouts Butch in a monologue to himself.
Yeah, we get a slow-motion jump. It's very impressive. I'm glad they did it in slow-mo.
Yeah, it's preceded by some speed effects. So it's like it looks like he's running really, really fast, but he's not.
Yeah.
And then he jumps in slow motion whilst the speed effects are still on, which makes it even much. It's like the $6 million man, but a lot shitter.
Yeah, and he's in a cat suit. Yeah, Butch, he's running away and he gets a police car just pulls up in front of him and he runs against it. Interesting fact for you, Ken. The police officer is played by a porn star.
Oh.
Yeah, on IMDb, that police officer is a porn actor. Anyway, he arrests Butch.
Does that explain the sandboxing scene?
Yeah, that explains why him and Daddy Derek give each other a knowing glance. They take Butch away in the police car because obviously...
for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
He's got no evidence at all, but he just locks him in his car.
I'll say this, if I'm a policeman and I see a child being pursued by a man in a cat suit, I'm not arresting the kid.
Yeah. He says, I really appreciate you, Cool Cat.
Yeah.
Or the police appreciate you, Cool Cat.
Yeah.
I'm here to protect and serve.
Yeah.
And to do porn.
Yeah. I'm here to protect and serve your ass, he says.
His character name is Officer Crust. I don't know if that's sexual.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Crust is it?
It is, because his first name's Dick. Yeah, and Daddy Derek finds out what's happened, and they all say, not just Daddy Derek, but the two kids as well, how proud they are of him, of Cool Cat. And Cool Cat asks the two kids, what are we going to play? And Treasure Hunters is Mikey's idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
What treasures will they find, Ken?
Well, I don't know, but it's all interrupted because Derek comes out and says, shut the fuck up about Treasure Hunters. Come and have your dinner, you bastards.
Yeah.
Something like that. Something equally as friendly.
We're having mashed potato, a slice of bread, and a fucking...
And some catnip.
Some watermelon.
Yeah. Whilst they're having lunch, they hear on the radio that Butch has been released because he's like 12.
Yeah.
So they've had to release him. Who'd have thought that Officer Crust was in fact a porn star and not a real policeman?
Yeah. And
they've had to release him.
They do the treasure hunting in the back garden of Cool Cat, and they see something shiny. And so they theorise it could be a quarter, could be a fancy ring they're seeing here, shiny.
Oh yeah, diamonds. It could be diamond. It could be a diamond ring. You remember when they discussed how to spend a massive amount of money, even though it was a text message saying that she would look shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they also discuss how to spend money from a diamond ring that isn't there.
Yeah, it's not a diamond. It's a fucking handgun.
Yeah, it's a gun.
Yeah,
of all things.
In Daddy Derek's back garden.
Again, how's it got there?
Yeah,
is it Daddy Derek? Does he work for the mafia?
I think so.
Is he a hitman? Is that why he's just constantly like on edge?
I think so.
Like,
and
wired to the max.
yeah.
You'd assume out of the two, the parents, he would be the most like reliable hitman because the other one's a cat.
That's true.
It's like a 6-foot ginger cat.
Or she could just blend in and pretend she's the family pet.
It's just a really, really big cat.
Yeah, she could pretend she's at the zoo and she's, Butch fucking takes the gun.
Yeah.
They go to inform Daddy Derek.
What's he doing in the garden?
I don't know, he's just everywhere, this kid. Who are his parents? Why are they not involved?
James is his parent.
Yeah. James Butch.
We'll ring him in a minute.
Well, that's not true, because his name would be Butch then, wouldn't it? It's
double Butch.
It's quite bad that this is something that needs to be in a children's film. How to handle gun control.
You find a gun.
Yeah, because well, I suppose that's for another podcast. Not as we've been talking about sandboxing, so we're not going to
America. Fuck yeah.
We're not going to start going into that. But anyway, they tell Daddy Derek, who tells them that he'll take them to school tomorrow.
Let's talk about cats shitting on your chest.
Yes, yeah, we'll
That's
talk
more within the comfort zone.
Yeah, we'll handle those
gun
topics.
Control.
Yeah, and we'll let other people decide on gun control. Daddy Derek tells them that they did the right thing in talking to him, but he'll take them to school tomorrow. But he also tells them to go home alone right now.
Yeah.
After the gun's just been taken.
First thing you need to do is just fuck off.
Alone. We'll go back to your houses, but tomorrow I'll take you. I need to ring Butch's dad. And sure enough, he does. He does call Butch's dad, who calls James Butch, who calls him a liar. Says it doesn't seem likely.
He says, "I don't think it was my son, but I will investigate."
Yeah, and
which means he'll do fuck all.
Yeah, and
he'd probably just open another bottle of beer.
Yeah, and he turns
sit on his front lawn with his ute. With his big fucking pickup truck on his driveway whilst flying the flag and spitting.
Yeah, Derek turns to Momma Cat and says he's going to investigate it. So, it probably is going to happen, but maybe it doesn't, because next time you see Butch, he's outside the school with a gun.
Yeah, Butch actually says when he finds the gun, he's going to take it to school and get some lunch money. So he's already planning armed robbery.
Yeah.
And he's like 10, 12 years old. Yeah, it's a bit weird. But they did the right thing because they were worried. The kids were worried about tattletale. Snitching.
Telltale tit.
But apparently if someone else is at risk, then it's not snitching.
No.
That was what we got from that, because obviously kids are very aware of telling tales.
Yes. Yeah. Derek's walking them to school. They see Butch. He is outside
in slow motion. Can I bring up? They walk like a Reservoir Dogs walk.
Yeah.
That would have been great if they'd have put that music on.
Yeah.
But Little Green Bag, I believe it was, from Reservoir Dogs. Yeah, they're just walking in slow motion to school in silence.
Yeah. Yeah. Daddy Derek's walking them. They see that Butch is there with a gun. And he tells him to...
Showing it to, I believe, Bonehead, but it's a different person to the original Bonehead.
Yeah.
Who also then changes for the end scene.
Yeah, he tells him to hurry into the school and they'll call the police, and they do.
It is good because nobody else is hurrying into school.
No.
So it's like they've not told anyone else that they're making a film. So they run into school past other people who aren't running into school.
Yeah. It should also be pointed out that they don't run immediately into the school because they're all too busy saying how cool teachers are to each other.
Teachers care for us and they will help.
Police do turn up and Bonehead says, "Oh, my mama's going to whoop me."
Yeah, it's not the same Bonehead. I'm sure it's not.
No, I don't think so. I thought it was actually Jamie, the other kid with the shaved head, but he turns up in a minute.
Yeah.
with hair.
He's not got a shaved head and said, "I was let out by the police."
Yeah.
Like, you were never arrested.
Yeah,
it was the other
maybe
guy.
it was him, but it's just shot different
he's
dates.
Just grown hair.
Yeah. I'm actually shocked that the police didn't just fucking shoot Butch, to be honest. Just gun him down in the street for having a gun. Yeah.
he did actually have a hand on his gun, Officer Crust, whilst he was...
well.
No, on his firearm.
Oh, right, okay. Reverting to type.
Whilst he was talking to the kids, he did actually finger his weapon.
he ends up arrested. He puts the child in handcuffs, and he takes the gun away, and he takes them away. And a random teacher comes out and says to Cool Cat, "We're proud of you, Cool Cat, and the teachers love you."
Awesome.
Yeah. And to cut a long story short, Cool Cat becomes school president. He wins the writing contest with Trolley the fucking Trout.
Yeah.
He solves world hunger, solves world peace by becoming friends with everybody.
Thank fuck.
Cool Cat, Jamie and Maria, they recap the whole movie just to see us off in style.
Yep, so we remember everything that's happened.
And when they recap everything, we make sure that either Maria or Jamie tells us how smart Cool Cat is and how, very sensible he is and how popular he is.
This is what we learned. We also get is Bonehead or Jamie, whichever one it is that's still hanging around. He comes and says that his mum spanked his butt.
Yeah.
Which is what he said he would. Yeah. He said it would happen. He said he was going to whoop him. And this is spanked his butt.
Yeah. And that's the end. The film abruptly ends, thankfully.
Yeah. Got bullying, shout at them. Graffiti, shout at them.
Yeah.
Guns, tell someone.
Yeah.
And cyberbullying, you can't do anything about that. You just have to ignore them.
Yeah.
That was pretty much the advice they gave on that one.
And if
you just accept it and just go, well, whatever.
Yeah, and if you do happen to have no friends, then you're a worthless piece of shit.
Yeah.
Get some friends.
Because having friends is cool, you idiots.
There's a sequel in the works.
Oh, fucking hell.
It's called Cool Cat versus the Wicked Witch.
Is this your film pitch?
No, it isn't.
Oh, Jesus Christ, really?
But yeah, Derek's got 3 sequels in the works. It's Cool Cat versus the Wicked Witch.
Why has he?
The next one is Cool Cat stops a school shooting. That's true.
Yeah, very similar in tone so far with the 2 sequels.
It's not nice to bring a gun into...
Shit, run, kids, run!
Cool Cat's dead. And then his last one, which is on his Kickstarter at the minute, if you want to subscribe or put some money towards it,
Ken.
Ken.
At all, no.
Cool Cat fights coronavirus.
Oh, fuck off, Derek. What money does he need to make these? It's filmed at his house. It's a bloke in a fucking suit that he's already got. What money does he need?
What's he got?
What is he spending his money on?
Oh, God.
He's got everything he already needs. Fuck off, Derek.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Have you got a favourite character in this
game?
No,
I haven't. No. Yes. Eric Estrada.
Yes.
And Vivica A. Fox.
Yes, of course.
Although she gets mentioned more than she's in, and he's in it more than he gets mentioned.
He's listed underneath Cool Cat in there. Which is a shame, I guess, for him. Yeah, and your favourite scene?
I'm not sure I've got one. It's certainly not the parade. That's my least favourite scene. That's just fucking painful.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've got a favourite scene. No.
I don't think anyone does.
No.
All we can say is that if you want to show your kids a way of dealing with any of the issues raised in Cool Cat, probably just watch something else.
Yeah. Bullying, graffiti, like gang violence.
Yeah.
Cyberbullying.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a parent and you need...
Just ignore it all.
If you're a parent and you need a grown man in a big orange catsuit to tell your kids what to do if someone offers them, a gun, then I think he needs more help than that. I think you need more help than that. What do you think, Ken?
I would suggest that if that is happening, just buy a guitar that's been signed by Van Halen from the 1980s.
That'll get you some street cred.
Yeah, exactly. And then everyone will be like, he's pretty cool. And perhaps marry a cat.
Yeah, I
marry
think so.
Marry a sexy cat who will shit on you whenever you want. Or whenever she wants. I don't know. I don't know who instigates it.
And I think that's the perfect way to end the review. Marry a cat is willing to shit on you.
Yeah. I imagine all cats would, if that's how you train them.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Okay, so this is the film pitch for Cool Cat, and I thought I would take the reins on this one, Kenneth.
Thank goodness, because I haven't recovered from Cool Cat yet.
This is going to be starring Kemby Wilde himself as the titular character of Rubber Johnny.
I'm not being typecast here, am I?
Picture this, everyone out there. Rubber Johnny is a small child, about 40 years old, beard, glasses, swept back hair,
Yeah,
condom on his head, like a swimming cap,
nice.
and then a condom on each finger.
Much like I am right now.
Yes. So that's the Rubber Johnny that we all know and love. He's a children's, very similar to Cool Cat, the UK version of Cool Cat. What do you think?
I like it so far. I'm guessing I'm promoting safe sex.
No.
Just like traffic advice. Crossing the road.
No. This is called Rubber Johnny Fights the Kids.
Fights the kids?
Yes.
Whoa.
So it's Rubber Johnny and he loves Taekwondo.
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, nice throwback there.
Yes. He's got a mother, you know.
Yes.
Momma Derek. It's his mom, 50-year-old man, grey crew cut,
Yeah,
southern accent,
brilliant.
wears a summer dress.
Yeah.
And Rubber Johnny, the first scene is he's in the kitchen practicing his Taekwondo skills.
Is Mama Derek, is any rubber related?
No,
No, okay.
the dad is.
Ah,
Yeah, Big Daddy.
Big Daddy Johnny.
It's just a massive extended condom with a mustache and googly eyes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like Geronimo.
What?
You never saw it. Yeah. There used to be an advert about Geronimo.
No.
A bloke who used to reuse his condom from back in the war.
Jesus.
Used to call him Geronimo. Had to wash him out and everything after
Oh
use.
God. But yeah, like a big.
I'm not sure what it was advertising, to be honest. It used to be on in the cinema before a film. Some old bloke reminiscing about having sex with women.
Yeah, it's
Anyway,
like
carry on.
it's like a big, like Momma Cat in.
I do, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like-
she was a bit sexy, though.
Yeah, it's like a big plush condom with googly eyes and a mustache.
Plush condom.
Yeah, it's like a
Like
plush,
a feather duster.
like a mascot, like a team mascot, but a condom.
That would be difficult. Difficult, wouldn't it?
Well,
to
I've
make?
got some sketches. I'll show you after.
Excellent.
And he wants to get into the local Taekwondo tournament. Unfortunately, it's a $500 entry fee.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
How much do you win?
Hey?
Did you win it?
Sorry, it's a $500. Yeah, $500 entry fee for the Taekwondo thing, and then
That's
you
a big entry fee.
get to the nationals.
Yeah, I can't imagine there's many out there, especially Rubber Johnnies, that can afford this.
Luckily, there's a writing contest, and you win exactly $500.
That's good.
Yeah. And also, I forgot to mention that Momma Derek shows Rubber Johnny his samurai sword signed by Mark from Dragon Sound.
It's a dummy.
At some point, yeah. You're like, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone loves a samurai sword.
So yeah, the story that wins is Rubber Johnny. He does win.
I thought you were going to say the writing competition, it automatically enters you into the tournament. And I thought, that's harsh, isn't it? If you get a little specky nerd kid writing an elaborate story and he gets beaten to death in the round one.
That's not very PC, Ken. We're Rubber Johnny now. We're a family company.
Sorry. I was going stereotype. I was going down the stereotype avenue.
Yeah. So he wins, gets in there, and it's very Karate Kid meets Cool Cat is what I'm aiming for.
But with a condom.
With condoms
With
on his
condom
head.
head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
Is he wearing rubber?
No.
No, that'd be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Sorry
It's
about that.
ridiculous. He fights in the final fight. He
Yeah.
fights Beth the bully.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Female bully.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
I've seen them.
That's played by Scott Adkins.
He's a regular, isn't he?
Yeah,
These,
yeah. I think we've got that rapport with him now, so I'd like.
I think so. Yeah, I mean, we worked well with him, haven't we, in the past?
Yeah,
Much like he works often with Isaac Florentine and Jesse V. Johnson.
yeah,
Now it's us that he's working with.
yeah.
Finally broke free out of Van Damme's shadow and playing Beth the Bully.
Yeah, what happens is that Beth the Bully brings a gun to the final.
No.
Yeah, and shoots Rubber Johnny.
It's not in the rules, though, is it? Surely not.
Well, he gets taken to the back where Mr. Miyagi does the Healy hands on him.
Is it Pat?
It's we're gonna have to get a CGI Pat Morita
Like in Star Wars.
Yes.
Where it's kind of glowing a bit.
Yes,
Yeah,
like
nice.
what's his Peter Cushing in the Star Wars where he comes back and all of a sudden
Peter Cushing?
it is, isn't it?
Is it Alec Guinness?
No. In there's like a one that's come out recently.
You're joking.
Yeah,
I haven't watched any of the bloody new ones.
The CGI'd
What's
Peter
Peter
Cushing
Cushing? Why him of all people?
because he's the admiral, isn't he, in the first one?
Yeah, but that's it. He's not in any of the others.
That's the reason. And he looks otherworldly.
What's the point of that?
I have no idea. But we're going to do that with Pat Morita.
All right. Is Peter Cushing going to be in it as well, then? Well,
Yes,
he might as well be.
He's a force ghost behind
Yeah.
Pat Morita.
He's just accidentally come through the portal.
So Rubber Johnny comes back out. You're the best around plays.
Oh, yeah, we're going for that as well.
Yeah.
We got real retro on this.
Yeah, and then Beth the Bully just laughs and points the gun at him again.
Who?
Beth the Bully at Rubber
at
Johnny.
Johnny
You
again.
use him
I
again.
was
Shoot
going to say,
him
I think
again.
he's going to shoot the ghost. That's ridiculous.
And then he does shoot. She does shoot Rubber Johnny again. And then we do another scene with Pat. And then he comes out. And then he's like, this time, right, I'm going to...
How many times does he get shot in total?
Twice.
All right, just two.
Yeah. He's like, all right, this time I need a new plan. I can't just come out. This isn't the films. This is a gun safety thing. And anyway, Mama Derek is in the crowd. She says, Rubber Johnny, and throws the samurai sword.
Oh, yeah.
Rubber Johnny catches it with his
slippery
condom
hands.
Yeah, and cuts Beth's head off and wins the tournament.
You have to have a look at the small print of the tournament rules, I think. I'm not sure guns and swords are allowed in the usual taekwondo for kids.
And then Rubber Johnny gives us a little talk about the positivity that has come out of taekwondo.
And the death of Beth.
Yeah. And then Eric Estrada comes out with Vivica A. Fox and give us a little talk about bullying.
That's nice.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's a weird tournament, isn't it? They've entered.
And not to, because I know you're going to ask me it. As
Who's
they
investigating all this?
Yeah,
so there's death.
Well, as they're giving this talk right at the end there, Police Chief Carl Weathers comes in, and you just see him in the background just putting the cuffs on the headless corpse of Beth the Bully.
He's thorough, if nothing else. Yeah. Does he get I want him to be the end of the film, if we could.
Yeah, well,
if we close up, zoom in on him, and he just nods and smiles.
Well, he arrests the headless corpse, and he's putting it in the, does the head thing, like, watch your head in the gun.
Mind your stump.
And then as everyone waves at they do the, freeze frame, and Carl Weathers is in there as well, lifting his hat up.
Nice.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah. I think it's got potential.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like Rubber Johnny, even though he appears to be totally pointless that he's got Rubber Johnnies on his hands and head.
But why?
Or did I miss that? Did I miss the relevance of that? Is it just...
I think you clearly have missed the relevance. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really get the connection between that and Taekwondo. Unless everyone at your Taekwondo class used to wear Rubber Johnnies.
Well,
all over the place.
We couldn't afford gis. What else can you wear?
Well, surely they're wearing clothing of some sort. They're not naked apart from Johnnies on their hands and head.
Who, Rubber Johnny?
Yeah.
He's got a T-shirt with Rubber Johnny written on it. And some shorts and flip-flops.
I love Johnnies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, that's fine then. That's yeah. I don't know if I've got any other questions.
Yeah, Momma Derek will obviously be Derek Savage.
Yeah.
Playing him.
Yeah. Based on stories once mumbled whilst drunk by Derek Savage.
Yes. And Big Daddy can be voiced by James Earl Jones.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Who's playing the body of him? David Prowse?
Yeah.
No, sadly deceased.
Danny DeVito.
Even better.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bit odd. Bit of an odd coupling. But then again, one of them was a cat last time.
And you have the best around, and it's just Rubber Johnny winning various. He's obviously, because he's a child. It's a kids' tournament, so.
Can we have a montage of him winning other tournaments as well as he travels the country and maybe to like different countries?
Yeah, well,
to spread the word of Taekwondo.
I'm thinking like Bill and Ted 2 at the end there, the credits. It's like a sort of, and this is what they did next. So I'm thinking that's what we could do.
Yeah, and can we have Carl Weathers accompanying him on each one of those fights from now on?
He's going to be security.
Yeah. He's hired him as private security.
Yeah.
On his day off, he's still the police chief, obviously.
Yeah, and the headless corpse of Beth the Bully is also
still in the car.
Also security.
Yeah, still in the car. That is just rotting.
Yeah.
Takes it with him.
Yeah.
Wherever they go.
So yeah, there we go. What do you reckon?
I think it's great. I think children will embrace Rubber Johnny, and I
Quite
think
right too.
He'll be a new hero for the times we're in now.
Yeah.
I think Cool Cat very much of his time.
Of his time, yeah.
And Rubber Johnny's the next step.
Yeah.
He's the future of children's interactive videos.
There was one as well, Rubber Johnny talking about looking after your balls, but we'll save that maybe for later.
I like it. I'd like to have pretty much the same cast as well.
Yeah.
For that, because it's equally relevant.
Rubber Johnny protects
the balls.
The balls.
Protects your balls.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's all about safety on the road when playing ball games and billiards.
And bowling.
Yes. Anything with balls.
Yeah, to be honest, we have a whole series out of that. There's lots of balls.
Yeah.
Balls are everywhere these days.
Yeah. And with that bombshell, we'll bring this episode of the podcast to a close. Thank you to my co-host Kenby Wild.
Thank you.
We are on Twitter at Bad Movie Cult. We're on Facebook. Just search us. You'll find the group, and you can join us in there where we talk about films that are not mentioned on this podcast or on our site.
It's just generally stuff we're watching.
Yeah.
Whether it makes it here or not is irrelevant.
Yeah, it's just more of a community that chat about rubbish films together, isn't it?
Some of them are good, actually, as we found out from some backlash.
Yes.
Demolition Man apparently should not be on a bad movie site. Give it a listen. Come on, we're only laughing.
Yeah.
We're enjoying these things.
Yeah. Speaking of the site, www.badmoviecult.com, written reviews going up every other week. So 1 week you'll get the podcast, 1 week you get a written review.
Yeah, please read them. It takes me bloody ages to write those.
If you've got a question you want asking, badmoviecult@gmail.com. If you've got a film pitch, if you think you can do something better than Rubber Johnny Fights the Kids, then we'd like to hear it. You have to include.
Definitely like to hear if it's better than that.
Yeah, you have to include Carl Weathers, or we will forcefully insert him.
Yeah, and we've done that in the past.
Don't think we won't.
So just watch yourselves.
And with that, we will bring. No, that's the bit before, wasn't it? What else do I say in this bit? I can't even remember.
Screw you. Screw you guys.
Screw you guys. We're going home.
Arrivederci.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Dominic Lawton. Can be wild. Welcome to the Bad Movie Cult.
Eric Estrada nearly shits